Fortnite has made nearly $5 billion and still dominates the online gaming industry. And while the majority of that $5 billion was likely made through the insane amount of in-game cosmetics, Epic Games has also found some more strange and unique ways of taking money from 9-year-olds. Just by searching up the term Fortnite on Amazon, all sorts of merchandise appears, from action figures to watches to even bedsheets. However, out of all these bizarre methods that are used to make as much money as humanly possible, nothing fascinates me more than the Fortnite Funko Pop Figures. But they aren't just one or two figures. Funko has made what seems to be a never-ending amount of figures, vinyls, minifigures, keychains, stickers, and way more items based off of Fortnite. I myself actually have a few of these figures. Please don't make fun of me. So yeah, each of these figures are based off of some of the most beloved and iconic Fortnite skins. They have figures of the Black Knight, Drift, Omega, and the fan favorite, whatever the heck this skin is supposed to be. But what's possibly the most interesting out of these figures is that they actually are really good quality. If you are interested, by the way, in buying any of these figures, they actually organize them all into this really fancy Amazon affiliate shop, and every purchase on it will help support the channel. You can find the store in the first link in the description or in the pinned comment. I mean, this store took me forever to make, and this video in general is taking me a while, and I doubt it will perform very well since I usually post guides, so please hit the like button and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. That would help me out so much. But each of these figures cost around $10 and are really well made, as I mentioned before. For some reason, I haven't heard much talk of the merchandise that exists of Fortnite. People over on Twitter and other social media platforms seem to focus on the new skins that come to the game and get really mad at Epic when they don't do exactly what they want. But what is possibly the most fascinating is that these figures are cheaper than the actual Fortnite skins they represent. Like, a lot cheaper. For example, right here, we have the Raptor, a $20 item shop skin, whose figure is only being sold for $7, just over a third of the price. It's just odd that in this day and age, it costs more to buy the license to use a piece of digital code than it is to outright buy a high quality physical version of that same item. I mean, I'm just glad that I got my Black Knight figure. I proved all those OGs wrong who said they would never have a rare skin. But really, I have a ton of respect for Epic Games and how many parts of Fortnite that can be merchandised. I mean, the game is any company's dream. Hundreds of unique skins, each of which you can make plush, figures, and underwear out of. Yes, Fortnite underwear is a real thing. I literally cannot make this up. So Epic Games can crank out an endless amount of merchandise, making tons of money off this game from all those 9-year-olds stealing their parents' credit cards. But really, from a business standpoint, Epic Games is doing a ton of things right. And I really wish that I had that many possibilities for my own merchandise. Like, so far I've come up with 5 items based off like one design, since there are so few things they can base YouTube merchandise on, and this was totally just an excuse for me to plug my merchandise. Please go buy my merchandise. Let's click this card right here. But now, while Fortnite Pop figures are really high quality, I do think that it's important to note that they do break if you repeatedly shoot them with your Fortnite Nerf blaster. So yeah, I kind of learned that the hard way, but if this video does get 100 likes, then I'll be sure to make a video on the Fortnite Nerf blasters. So every box of these figures comes with a QR code on it, that when you scan it, you will get thousands upon thousands of free V-Bucks. At least, I wish. That would have been amazing clickbait. But when you scan it, unfortunately, it just brings you to this website, which tells you if your figure is authentic. I believe this is just for collectors, to make sure that they don't get scammed out of a precious default skin figurine, but that's just about it. Just be careful of some dishonest videos out there that are claiming these codes give you free V-Bucks, because that is not the case. Now, in addition to the big figures, which are iconic to Funko, at least that's what I think. I don't feel like doing any research for this video. In addition to these figures, there are also these tiny figurines. Now, these tiny figures are about the same as the big figures, except for, get this, they are small. They also exist. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. There are also these keychains, which I really like. The only issue is, well, since Fortnite is a kids game, most Fortnite players don't use keys. I just wish that as a society, we use those fancy cards that they use in hotels. Maybe we'll have card chains someday. But jokes aside, the keychains can be used to clip onto really anything. I think that they are really cool and something fun to fidget with when you are bored. Also, when scrolling through Amazon, I found this advent calendar for like $20, and I think it has, I believe, 24 of the minifigures in it, and there are only like 5 left, and it was $60 for the holidays, so despite it being long after the holidays, if you want a bunch of these figures for real cheap, you definitely should go and buy it. Now, the figures I cover in this video are by no means the only kinds of figures that exist. I believe that Funko also has these vinyl figures. They come in sets of 2, but they don't look as cool, nor do they stand up properly, which is really annoying, so I'm not going to cover them any further. There are also these stickers, which are all pretty neat. You can stick them on your computer, you can stick them on your wall, you can stick them on a person, so they're definitely a good product to go buy if you are interested in them. But no matter which figure, or I guess sticker that you buy, the packaging is all really well done. And like with all the pop figures, I just think that it looks amazing. Whether you choose to leave them in a box and hoard them like a creep, or take them outside of the box and destroy them like a crazy person, these figures have something for everyone, I guess. And considering that they come at the low price of less than a Fortnite skin, which really isn't that low, they really are all great products. Personally, I just wish that they got more attention because both Funko and Epic did a phenomenal job with these figures. But overall, I'm running out of things to say about these figures. If you want to buy some for yourself, you can browse through them all in the first link in the description. And then if you want to buy my own, much better, higher quality, totally not illegally made merchandise, you can click this link right here. And then for some reason, if you want to buy a Fortnite skin through the item shop, feel free to support me by using code Stormranger. And then of course you can subscribe here, in the front of the video I made, you can click here. You all get the point, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.